Hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Social Experiment. I am your designated handsome host here, Maximus. I have the lovely Nova over to my left, I guess. And down on the bottom, we have this sexy, very intelligent, very creative Zuri on the show with us today. We'll clap it up for her real quick, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Um, last week we was talking about like different things as far as like we was talking about a lot of stuff, but one of the things we was talking about was like promoters and like making some accountability for them because a lot of times it's like we understand sometimes like the prices can't be avoided. Like rent in New York City is crazy. You do events in New York City, Zuri, correct?
Yes.
So I know your name says it, but I gotta pretend like I don't know for people who don't. So tell people like about your events and what it is that you do, just to get us a little started off here.
So, my name is Zuri, and I've been hosting events under the Naughty Nytes name since 2019. I host a wide variety of events. So I do a full-on play parties. I do workshop type experiences. I do meet and greet experiences, as well as just like regular vanilla going to the bar and just I feel like at the end of the day, like we can think about sex all we want to, but sometimes we want to do regular stuff with the people that think the same way that we do. And it doesn't necessarily have to start out as sex because it's always gonna end up there any fucking way. But like just having spaces that people can just get more comfortable with each other so that the more intimate spaces are get more intimate. And then I
Yeah,
also
I feel.
do travel trips too. So people who are ready to get out the country and do the same thing internationally, I bring them all over.
Okay. I like that. I like that because I feel like that's something that gets missed a lot. I think the key component, one of the key components that I think can help, especially like people that are starting off in the LS, is the fact that you have these events that you do that are just strictly no pressure. They're very inexpensive. I'm gonna post them in a little minute, but they're very inexpensive. What's up, Ty? They're very inexpensive, and you can just go and just meet motherfuckers. Like, just
Hmm.
get familiar. You know what I'm saying? Because a majority of people are not the type that could just jump into a party and start playing off the rip. Like most of the time, people need a little minute to get jazz. You know what I'm saying? So I think I love the fact that you like have like these little intermediary events. I think you do like karaoke on Mondays or something, right?
Yeah. So Mondays, every Monday I do something in Brooklyn, and then
Mm-hmm.
every Wednesday I do something in the Bronx, and I'm working on Thursdays in Queens. So
Damn, so you keeping niggas busy all week.
I mean, some people overlap, some people only go to the targeted area. So, honestly speaking, every interaction that I have outside is a positive one. So, I'm going to find ways to keep
So
it outside.
How
that's
did
what's
you come
up.
up? How did you come up with the idea of Naughty Nights and your group and doing the so many vanilla events?
Mm. So, I don't know if you remember 7 Days, 7 Nights.
I remember that.
So 7 Days, 7 Nights was like a group of photographers that would go out to different parties in the city and take pictures for people. But if it was a Thursday night and you wanted something to do, you would go to 7days7nights.com and pick the date, and then it'll show all the parties that are going on in the city. So before
Yep.
I started being like one of the like main parties that go on, I thought that I would be the person who could direct you to wherever you needed to be. So instead of 7 days, it was Naughty Nytes. I'll help you find something to do naughty. So that's what that stemmed from there. And then I just realized that like even having the parties, how hard it is for people to do it. And then so with that, I first started with opening a group chat right before the party. But every
Oh,
time the party, like a week before the party or 3-4 days before the party, whoever bought a ticket, I would enter them into a group chat. But then they used to get mad because I would close the group chat after the event. And it's like, but wait, we didn't connect. So I started just adding more. It like every event just kept on adding into the same group chat. So now I have like a Discord of like I think 118 people. And like every month or 2 months I'll put like a purge question. If they don't answer the question, they got kicked out. Most of them to come back and say, oh, Zuri put me back. But no, you got so and
what's
then
a purge question?
so I think one question that I like to ask, like maybe every 6 or 7 months, is like, what has changed from how you were from the last time you answered this question? Whether it be, you know what, there's couples that finally say, you know what, I'm okay with her having this guy. And before it would be we was only here for the ladies. So like I like to see that people are literally growing within themselves. So that's just one. But then there's some just random questions. It's just so that you paid attention and answered me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me being a
Okay,
brat.
okay.
But then I also feel like other than me just being a brat, I feel like with like having NSFW type pictures, nobody wants to post the pictures if there's lurkers around. So if you're why are you here if you're not gonna engage? Like that just means you open up your phone every day to just be nosy. So and that's what I don't like about some of the group chats that go on.
I mean, I kind of find like that's in like every corner of this community in general, though. Like, there's just motherfuckers that just be floating around like fucking specters. Like, they just be there, just lurking. Like, they don't never participate. They don't never say nothing. They're literally basically like living, breathing NPCs. You know what I'm saying? Like they just sitting there in the matrix. I don't know. Like if they're waiting for an opening. You know what I'm saying? Often
I'm
that
like,
tends to be that tends to be where our creepers and everything else come from. Because a lot of times they're just picking their spaces or waiting. And then sometimes it's just niggas being shy. So it's not always like they're up to some bad shit. But it's like you got to keep an extra eye on them motherfuckers that just always be in the corner. Just like,
so like I had a meet and greet probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. There was this one guy, he came in like a full suit, blade type glasses, like looking like this one right here. And he didn't speak to nobody. He literally did not speak to anybody. And I came over to him like just trying to build conversation. He's like, I'm just
mm-hmm,
leaving. Homie came yesterday. This man would not stop talking. So like, and it wasn't in a bad way. It was like now he feels like he knows how to show up now. Like I
right.
said, and I think a lot of people do need to actually take more of that type of approach to things. Like take a
Yes.
step back, see how everybody else is moving, and see how you'd fit into that scenario as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair because that's why I said you can't assume that somebody's going to be up to some fuck shit, but you just keep your eyes open and see how they move. In
And you,
that situation, he probably was just feeling out the environment, right?
mm-hmm.
So that's something that I find is a very important thing. Because, like I said, that's why I love the meet and greets because the meet and greets are good for the shyer people that need to get in the mix a little bit more before they fucking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
actually think if they're going to engage. And I mean, it's not easy to just get naked and be exposed to a bunch of motherfuckers you don't even know. Like people make it sound like it's easy, but it's only easy if it comes natural to you. It's not easy for a random motherfucker to just be like, oh, let me, and then jump into the party and start clapping. You know, like that's not how that works. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So people got to understand and appreciate that fact that it's not that easy, and that's why these meet and greets, like little basic shit, like, and then you also build a community of your own. because those become people that you tend to get familiar with because y'all will show up at an event or two. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then you'll be
What's
surprised how many adults genuinely just want friendships. It's
mm-hmm.
not even, like, some people don't have somebody to ask how their day was. Like, some people don't have somebody to say, you know what, let's go get a drink, let's go get dinner together. Like, people genuinely look for the community. Like, yeah, some people are DTF. Not everybody wants the community. They might not need it, but the ones who do want it, those are the reasons why they want it. Like, it's no different than vanilla communities.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing, is you got to realize no matter what it is that you might actually desire, what it is that you actually want, the beautiful thing about the LS is there's so many different flavors. There's a flavor for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of people tend to not understand. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with coming and being a shy kid in the corner until you find your spot. The difference is don't be weird about it. And like I said, and I almost stole this screenshot just to play it, but I didn't want to waste their time with it. But it's just something because, like I said, Zuri's one of the ones that I've talked about that literally everybody could be in mid-stroke. She will stop you from whatever you're doing. And be like, if you come early and start playing, she gonna have security come knock on your door, whatever, and she gonna be like, listen, everybody gotta hear the announcement, blah, 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 blah. And then niggas is gonna have to come downstairs or wherever it is that everybody congregate at, and then she gonna go over the rules, and she's not playing about that shit. And she breaks it down really simply so that niggas understand what it is they can and cannot do. So that you can't say, oh, I didn't know, because now you've been given the rules right in your face. And if you are competent enough to buy a ticket, then you're competent enough to understand the English that's coming out of our mouth.
Exactly.
How do you go about structuring your events, Zuri?
Okay. Structuring in what sense?
So, like, how do you decide the event space? How do you decide, like, what the, like, if there's like a schedule of events, if, like, how do you decide what time to do things, if there's dress down, if there's not?
So, well, let's just speak on play parties in itself. Like, there's always going to be a dress down, and that'll be at midnight, because I feel like it even if you don't intend on playing, or you know you're never going to get play, you being in a hoodie and jeans makes me not want to suck dick.
That's a fact.
So if we're all on the same type of standard or whatever, or level of dress, it doesn't have to be lingerie, it doesn't have to be nude, it could be pajamas, it could be a onesie. I don't want it to be outside clothes. Like, I don't. And I think that if you can't understand that, then maybe you shouldn't be here to begin with. Like, go to Caligula.
Why we gotta throw Caligula under the bus though?
Because you don't have to dress down. You could go and fuck on in there.
I mean, you're not wrong. You know what? But this is the real nigga show, so we're gonna talk real nigga shit here. The fact of the matter is that at Cali, there really is no enforcement as far as dressing down or anything goes. It's one of them clubs where you just are dancing, and if you want to pull your pants, like, I've literally seen dudes just have their jeans on and no homo pause. You know what I'm saying? But I just see them like pull the pants down and maybe put their dick through the jeans, and they fucking whoever they fucking on. I'm just like, what kind of barbaric ass raggedy ass shit is this niggas is doing? Like, me, when I'm clapping, I gotta get naked. Like, I mean, at the very least, my pants gotta be on the chair or something. I mean, the shirt, you know, I might still have on or whatever. But I mean, goddamn, like, niggas, like, what is this with the pants and shit? Like, they just got their thing through the jeans and shit. Like, what kind of struggle fucking is this?
Struggle fucking.
No, I think the reality of it is that, like, when you're in a space that doesn't really set a tone, you just come in there to pick. You come in there you use that as a meet and greet space. Like, a lot of people who genuinely want to play, it's gonna play after they leave with whoever they found. Like, or they're gonna lock down a private room. Like, they're not worried about fighting somebody who doesn't know consent. Like, that's not what we came here for.
Right.
It like, even with me, I'll go to Caligula. I have no problem doing it. I used to host meet and greets there, but I think I have to be in a very specific mood to want to go there, or it has to be a very specific host that's hosting for the night.
Because I mean, I believe that's where I met you, isn't it?
Oh,
that's where you met me in person. Yeah, you followed me,
yes,
or Facebook, but yeah, in the smoke lounge.
Max, can you highlight Anton's comment?
Yes, as soon as my phone stops doing the bullshit. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
Not this
so
this last
comment he said?
Anton, it's up a little bit about heightened situational
awareness. I got you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, but like I said, one of the number one things with me is that a lot of these clubs, like I said, I don't mind spending money on good situation. I really don't see that comment here. One of the things,
some folks have a heightened situation awareness over approaching another person until they're comfortable with the crowd.
That's when we're talking about lurkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, because I'm scrolling through the thing, but it's not showing. This StreamYard should be acting buggy sometimes, so some niggas' comments be coming up missing. You know, but go ahead, just comment on it. We keep it rolling. We ain't gonna spend all day. So say that comment again. You had it down in your head. I'm over.
He says some folks have a heightened situation awareness over approaching another person until they're comfortable with the crowd. Because I've heard people, guys, say that they have gone to events and they haven't said anything similar to what Zuri was saying, just because they were uncomfortable and they didn't know and they didn't feel comfortable. And I think what you responded, Zuri, is initiating contact as the hostess to help people feel more comfortable. And I think that is part of what's lacking with people who genuinely want to be in our environment and our spaces. Yeah.
So like, even when it comes down to like all these stupid dating shows and stuff like that, like they have somebody that's helping match make, so to speak. So like, even in these spaces, I try to make it a point of my duty to know what people want. So it's easier for me to connect the dots with people that, one, half of the time in these spaces, we would never have crossed paths with some of these people in real life.
Right.
Okay. So one, we already subconsciously move funny when you'd be surprised how he could dick you down, but you don't want to talk to him because he doesn't look like your cup of tea. But now if I know that she's into this and I know what he's working with, forget what you thought, come talk to him. And then before you know,
go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Like before you know it, like they're hitting me up on Sneaky Link saying, look, watch. Like, okay.
Let me show you this. This is actually something that speaks to all of that too. Because I'm gonna show this. Because this is something that I see a lot of. And Chrissy said it, CJ also said it too. It just Chrissy's came up first, so I wanted to put her up here. And she's talking about also reflects the dressing to impress and dress down to impress, coming correct all the way around, which is a fact. Because I remember when I used to go to spots, like I told my story about how I came. Like the very first event I went to was a mansion in Long Island. I had on a blazer, a button down, and I mean, you know, throwing some jeans with it, some shoes, but you know, you at least a semi-casual. You understand what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, in these days and times, niggas come out, they got the sweats on. They look like some of them look like they literally just came home. They ain't even got a fresh haircut. I mean, the shorties, I can't complain about that much. Because typically they look all right. I do see some chicks that be coming out in the bust down, velour suit or whatever. I think we need to retire those. Like, don't come outside in that.
Baby fat.
Listen, don't come out in the bust down velour suit. I'm not gonna give you this dick. Like that's it. My dick gonna have standards. I'm not doing it. Like,
you're not coming outside in the Sean John sweatsuit.
Nah, we're not doing that. I'm just saying. I've literally seen shorties come when they got the juicy
Couture.
Juicy Couture pants on. There was a little suit on or whatever. And I'm just like, yes, the booty juicy, but I mean, listen, save that shit for when you go into the laundromat, man. When you come into a LS event, I just think because I normally come with at least. I'm just saying I come with normally when I come to an event, I normally come with like 1 to 2 girls, and spending about $150 to $200 on the walk-in, not even counting liquor, and I'm dressed halfway decent. I don't want to see somebody in there looking like they just fucking robbed the Goodwill and threw on the garbage that was in the bucket and then came in here like they didn't even care. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a true, but then like even sometimes you got to take in consideration that some women don't necessarily want to have a pre-dressed down outfit. They came ready to get dressed down. So you might have seen them right before they changed into the straps and strings and bows and ties.
Yes.
So what if they're walking around an hour or two later and I still see them in the bust down outfit? Then what are we talking about?
Then that's not your cup of tea.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying for the most part, I would say for the most part, it's really the fellas I see that really be coming looking messy. But
no,
again,
we're not going to do it only to the guys because there's some ladies that don't want to do their hair or just were you coming to get fucked today is what I have to think to myself sometimes because it's not adding up.
Right.
It's not only the men. Sometimes it be these
I know.
The couples be throwing people off too and want to be up in every single lady's face and they don't match or they're not up to par. Like, yo, I tell when people ask me what to dress, I was like, dress like it's a date night. Like, put your best foot forward. You never know what you may get, see, or introduce yourself to. Like, this shit is stupid. Like, you want to come out here with a Nike tech on.
See, and here we go. See, Tanya Ted just said this because this is facts. I'm gonna say this because I watch it and I just be like, I'll be looking at shorties with their standards sometimes. I'll be like, man, my dick just got soft. I'll be seeing some of the dudes that some of these chicks be choosing. Dudes be looking like they staying here half done. They got locks. Them shits is half locked, half not locked. I don't know what the fuck these niggas is doing. And you just giving them the buns, and it's just making me say like your pussy ain't got no standards, and my dick does, so I'm good. You know, like
if I
like that's just
didn't take a fresh shower before you got here, you shouldn't be in the party at all.
why do people be coming already smelling like whatever the fuck when they come in the party? Like
Got off of work and they know there's a party that they're gonna let them in, and they could probably go get freshened up in the bathroom.
I can respect that. Like I've had situations where I had to come straight from work, and like I went to like my homegirl Lola will have a little house party. I think I came straight from work. I know she got a shower there. I barely talked to anybody. I just ran straight into the shower. Didn't hardly say to the nobody. And then after I came, I was like, all right, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Even
like,
when I'm throwing the parties, I feel like I don't really talk to people for like an hour and a half because I'm still running around hot and sweaty, and then I go change, and then I come back, and it's like Zuri's here.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you because you be vanishing. Like you'll be there, you'll say hi to everybody, whatever, but you be streaking through like a fucking ghost. And then all of a sudden you show up.
Corner.
What happened?
I feel like I'm needed in every corner, and even if I'm not, I feel like that's what I try to
You
make.
are, Zuri. You're needed in every corner. I can't wait to attend one of your events so that I can just be in your presence because I feel like your parties look like such a dope vibe.
It's a good time.
Everything. Like I feel like not everybody is the same. So like not every swinger is the same swinger, not every kinkster is the same kinkster. Not some people are just voyeurs. So like if we don't have something for everybody, then what is the space really then?
Facts. And that's something
smelling like Black and Mild and regret.
Hold on, I got a question for you, Z. How do you feel about hosts playing at their parties?
I hate it.
I always ask every host this question.
I hate it. I hate it. If I am laying on my back, how do I know that everybody else is being safe?
Ooh.
The most playing that you will ever see me doing is like impact, spanking. Where she went?
Well, keep going. She'll be back.
Like impact or like any type of like just connecting dots type shit. Yeah, you're not gonna find me in a corner sucking dick or laying on my back. After 3:30, maybe if I have somebody that's there for me. But other than that, like I feel like if I'm not working to make sure that everybody leaves here happy, they're never gonna come back. So
That's fair. Because I do feel like I always have mixed feelings about it. Like, I agree, like that late night time when there's really nothing to do, the night's kind of winding up.
demon out.
Maybe if there's somebody in particular that you wanted to get a hold of, then you go grab that at that time, have your little play. Cool. But the thing is, you can't just be in the middle of a party. It's like fucking 1:30, knowing the shit going to at least 4. And you over there already clapping all over the place, and then all this other shit happening, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and the fact of the matter is, you really could turn your back for a minute. Just as a person who's walked through your events on multiple occasions, you have a team that's there. Like, you got security, and they're moving around. You got your other little helpers that are moving around in there, the monitors that are watching to make sure everybody's all right and everything's going the way it's going. And you introduce all of this when you do your introductions.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that because that gives an air of safety, which is a big thing for me because I'm putting up money to start a whole safety committee and I ain't asking nobody for no donation. So me creating something like that, it makes my job easier when I don't have to worry about people being unsafe. Now, granted, there's always bad actors in a situation, but how do you handle when you have those bad actors in the situation? Because they always come. There's nothing you can do about that. But
So are you like asking me what was like the worst scenario that I've had to deal with to date?
yeah, shoot it. Let's go.
This one time, this man did not belong at the party. And I sometimes you have to go with your first instinct. And just because you see them in another space doesn't mean that they're okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I seen him at another party. He seemed fine. But in your conversation with me, I can tell that he was a little bit off. I let him come. He comes and like you could tell that he's just lurking around and he's just being weirdo. So I like to, when I see people doing that, I try to combat it a little bit just so it's not received weird. So like if I interject it and fix it, like you might pick up by the end of the night or whatever. So I seen him in a corner and he was beating his meat, but he had a condom on. And I know nobody spoke to him all fucking night. So why do you have a condom on? I'm just confused. Okay. I left that alone.
Really?
Yeah. So like whenever I feel like I see somebody just grab a condom, like what is your intention? We didn't even have a conversation right now. Like why do you have a condom on?
Oh, I see. He was priming himself to try to jump in. So
Get ready. So then I heard a scream and I went into the room. So there was a couple playing on the bed. And I'm just glad that the man in the couple wasn't the most aggressive man in the world because it could have went really left. But they were playing on the bed. And then next thing you know, she screamed because he nutted on her face. Like it got like,
what the fuck?
So he was like standing at the head of the bed and just beating his meat, took off the condom and just jizzed all over her fucking face.
Wow. Are you fucking serious?
No, yeah, I'm serious. So this was in 2020, and I blast people's pictures all the time. So it wasn't just now that I do that. But so other groups stopped letting him come and stuff like that. But she's back.
Yes, she is. There she is. For some reason, it wasn't notifying me that she was in the waiting because it's supposed to send a little beep to my phone.
That's wild.
I had to put it in the chat, Zuri. I was like, Max, let me back in.
I was really into this story because this story is wild. And
what the hell?
And then that's when we started calling eyelashes cumbrellas.
Wow.
We had to make a joke about it. Like after she calmed down and she was fine, she was joking. She's come back to parties again, but like there's certain cues that like and I know that I'm not capable of fully doing this myself, but I know I want to start it, and I know I need the men who want to help in the process. But we need a male etiquette class for these individuals who have never been in these spaces, because honestly speaking, as a single male, like everybody loves to talk about what the lifestyle used to be. As a single male in the lifestyle, you had to be brought in by a mentor or somebody who had you underneath your arm. So let's create a group, something that teaches men how to be men in these spaces.
Hello.
Hi.
I just said a whole safety committee. I will happily
Safety and etiquette is two different things.
Yeah.
No, but that is a part of it though, because the etiquette can help to avoid some unsafe situations if niggas is taught the right thing. So I am happy to be the one to tell them and let them know that I will drag them out by their fucking neck if I see them doing some bullshit. Sometimes you just got to give them a little violence. I'm joking about the dragging by the neck thing. I would just, teach them the right thing. But my whole thing is, at the end of the day, that's another thing too, is that more fellas have to get just as protective and aggressive as I would. Because a lot of times, a lot of niggas just sit in the corner.
Everyone, like, be protective over the community.
Yes.
Who you walked in there with.
Exactly. Because I've done that for strangers. Like, I was sitting there playing with a random girl, and this dude came running, dick hard and motherfucker. I said, yo, nigga, get the fuck out of here, yo. What the fuck wrong with you? And he ran back out the damn room.
And I just was
like, oh, you remember? See, I was gonna say, but no. But the thing is that it's one of those things. Like I said, niggas is weird. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not, when I say niggas, I'm not just saying men. I'm just saying people in general can be very weird, especially with their sexuality. A lot of times people are socially awkward, especially in the day of the internet, where a lot of people don't even know how to talk to a motherfucker in real life. Like, I've had motherfucking girls that'll DM me to death like this. DM. I see them in person. They barely look at me. Hi. And then they don't say much of shit. And then tell me some story about they wanted to fuck after the fact. And I know you sure these guys fucking stories like that, because that happens all the time. And it's fucking annoying. It's like, people really do need etiquette classes. People need game classes too. So a lot of motherfuckers ain't got no damn game. Like, they don't know what the fuck to do. They just be here like, damn, she got a fat ass.
How do you
What is that?
All of this is just good mornings, back to back to back to back.
Don't get me started, Zuri. Don't get me started. Oh my gosh.
Well, let me be on that. I get back another good morning. Like, it's just so fucking stupid. And then they get mad, like, somebody random. Oh, where are you from? First of all, you didn't read my bio. You went wrong there. Don't come in my DM and ask where are you from. It says I'm from New York. Say what part of New York you're from, so at least I know you read it. And then
they don't read anything.
Get your number. Let's get off of here. And we didn't even build a conversation here.
It's so horrible. I just started blocking people who were like, when I see their message and I realize that I've never responded, or I only responded like 3 months ago. I'm like, all right, that's enough of you. That is enough of you. This is horrible. But I think that we need to do the etiquette classes. I think that maybe before some events, huh?
No, Chrissy said, why am I blowing up her? Because she be in my DM.
Oh, no, that's why I was laughing.
But listen, I think we need to do that.
Yeah. I think that's another reason why I don't think as hosts we should be playing, because that gives a false sense of what these ticket purchases are for. Because I get so many people that like, and I know I'm not the only one. I'm not that special, but like, oh, so you playing? Or so if I get a ticket, I get to play with you? Like, that is genuinely not the tone that should be set. Like, a lot of the times the host of the party is the person that gets taken down. Like, I'm the curator. I'm never the host. Like, what are we talking about here?
And see, that's the thing that annoys me, though, is the fact that we got to babysit motherfuckers like this. Like, the fact that you have to do these things and have these certain nuanced conversations and activities just because motherfuckers is dumb. Like the whole concept of, oh, because I paid for a ticket, I'm guaranteed to get some pussy is a crazy thought to me. But I mean, there's shorties that walk around with that same air of entitlement too, where I've seen shorties that'll feel the way because niggas ain't giving her no burn. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
she
be
might have
feeling the
came.
way. I be
Listen,
feeling the way.
listen. Everybody has days where they win. Sometimes you the wolf, sometimes you the sheep. It just depends on the day. Nobody's gonna win all the time. Even I have spent my time in the corner at times where I just was like, I mean, maybe they ain't into the tall, light skinned guy. You know what I'm saying? They might be into something else. No, I'm serious though. Everybody's not everybody's cup of tea, and it just depends on the situation. Like there was a girl I had walked up to at your party, and she was like, she wasn't into me. But then when my cousin pulled up, who's just as tall as I am, I think you seen him walk in there with the dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she was vibing with him, and that shit was cool. I wasn't mad at it. I didn't get my feelings. I said that was for him. And then there's girls that'll fuck with me that wouldn't fuck with him or whatever. That's life.
Yeah.
And people need to get out of their feelings. It's just like
And
the
every
LS
new day
is not for the weak.
with a different attitude today. Like today I wanted this, or like every time you come into these spaces, that's the beauty in these spaces that's created. Because today I want to be pleased. I want to be worshipped. Today I want to just suck dick all day because I'm on my period. Today I want to, like, there's so many different ways that like I can express myself in the lifestyle, and we all can be amongst each other. And you can't set your boundaries on me that I didn't have for myself. And like, it's either you take what I'm giving you, or you don't get upset. Like, there's so many other people that you can interact with. You can find somebody outside of here. Like, I tell people that like they'll come to me and say, "You have any single ladies that want me to be their date?" If you can't get a date on your own, I am not going to subject my ladies to be forced to go out with you.
Hey, you know what? I will say this to be fair. As a person who is not single, I will say there are times where my partner might not be available. So I might be like, yo, Z, you know anybody that's looking to pull up? I'm already paying anyway, so let them roll through on my joint. You understand what I'm saying? They don't need to be my date. They can just walk through the door with me and go fuck off to do whatever they want to do. I don't need nobody to hold my hand. It's just because we got this goofy ass shit. Let me ask you this. I want to get to this.
Oh, goodness.
How do you feel about this whole couples and single ladies shit? Because I think that shit is corny. Even the shorties, including my friend, I ain't going to say which friend said this, but even one of my friends said this recently, and she's in a relationship, but even she was like, I don't always want to deal with niggas in couples. Sometimes I want the option like either single men or men in couples, because a lot of the couples don't know how to move right. There's a lot of insecurity. Everybody ain't like me. Like even when my girl is with me or whatever, half the time she's not even next to me. The only reason I got to keep her closer because niggas don't know how to keep their hands to themselves when my back is turned. You understand what I'm saying? But other than that, I let her be free because I'm totally secure in my shit. You ain't gonna replace me, nigga. You just a pass through. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people need to get out of their feelings. You understand what I'm saying?
And I
but
think
my whole thing is, how do you feel about that?
I think like as a host, I hate the fact that like it makes my job harder. So there's even more than just like, no, okay. So you're asking about couple and single parties or pricing?
No, I'm not even talking about the price. I'm talking about just a lot of parties are couples and single ladies only, and that's corny. Like there should be single men too. Just vet them through.
Yeah. So I don't like a couple and single ladies only party. There's select ones that I will go to because they do have their single man private lists. Like Miss Lola Darling, she definitely has. She lets her single men in there because one, I'm not the biggest bisexual. I like what I like when I like it, when I like it. So I do want dick, and sometimes I don't want it to be attached to a whole nother entity that I got to worry about their feelings too. So like now, is it that the scene is for me and you, or is it for me and y'all? And that's how you get stuck in like, I feel like single lady and couple parties are like Oprah book club. Like we just sitting here chatting. And then how does that even work when not every couple is full swap? Now you got the imbalancedness of, oh, I just want your lady, but you can't have mine. Like it's just stupid.
Listen, that's about 65, 70% of lifestyle. Go ahead, baby.
And then how do you have a couples party and somebody wants a gangbang? How do we make this work?
Nova?
So this flows with what you're saying, Zuri, and what you're saying, Max. Is vetting more difficult with men or women as a host? And what are questions that you bring up?
I think vetting is more difficult for women just because they show you a different side visually. Like men, you can see where they're gonna fuck up, and you can like. I feel like women are literally cats. Like they cover up their shit. They'll be the same ones that's just running around touching on men, and you didn't even realize that that's what she's doing. Or she went and grabbed this man's butt, and now he's dumb tight, and she was just playing, but you just play too much. Like,
yeah, you can't play like that.
And then there's so many like women to women and women to men. Like you just touch on his chest. Did he say that he wanted you to touch him? Like I feel like we get so much more passes to be consent violators than men get away with, and it's not even funny. So like that's why I say it's harder in that aspect. But like it honestly, I think the vetting has to do more of teaching than trying to find out where they are. Like if you can learn, then you can come. But if you can't learn, then you need to stay wherever the fuck you at.
See, and this is another situation here. Like you just mentioned this. I'm going to put this comment up real quick. And Maurice said this shit here. And I just want to highlight this. She was like, that's a fact. I don't like couples and single lady parties either. Sometimes it gets a little awkward when I politely turn down the wife, but I want to fuck with the dude. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean, that could go either way. You understand what I'm saying? Because the girls might want to play with each other, but they might not want no parts of me. And I'll just step back. And I mean, I'm confident, nigga. I don't give a shit. If you don't want me, I'll just go over there. I'll be wanted somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? But my whole thing is that at the end of the day, these are the problems that are presented when you have this. Plus, every woman in the lifestyle is not bisexual. I understand there's a lot of women that are bisexual, pansexual, whatever other versions of sexual that they are. But my whole thing is that every single woman is not bi, and it should not be assumed so. Assumed so, because that's a major problem. And I feel like that's that shows the patriarchal influence on the lifestyle society as a whole, where it's got this very chauvinistic mindset of, oh, we just want to have a million girls to feed to the 5 kings standing around, and they could just jump from one to the other. But what about the women? They want variety too. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I want to fuck and then go back home with my partner and just say, woo, had a good time, nice and drained, I'm feeling great. You know what I'm saying? And then do another fuck with my partner before I go to sleep. Then that's it.
Just
you understand?
Go to fuck your partner, because that might go wrong.
You said what?
Just don't be too sore to not be able to fuck your partner when you got home.
I'm never that sore. I don't even get sore. But the women.
Oh my goodness. So there was a comment a while ago.
Listen, it can happen to us too. Shit. It can happen, man. That shit can happen.
So
go ahead, Nova. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's all right, we gonna kick you out of the thing in a second. This is a conversation I have with everyone. This is what Snow Black says. If you're hungry and you pay for dinner at a restaurant and you do not get fed, how would you feel?
I mean, when you go to a restaurant, you go there to buy food. It's totally transactional. You buy your food to eat. When you go to an LS party, you go there with the intent of engagement, but there's no guarantee. There's two different things. Because when you go to a restaurant, that's guaranteed. You put this plate in front of me, I better be able to eat this shit or give me my money back. That is not the same. When you're talking about the LS, you're talking about people's bodies. You're talking about sharing somebody's body. Your body is never guaranteed. Even if I fucked you before, if I fucked you 15 times, but today you say, you know what, you want to go over here, the only thing I can say is, the only person that can't tell me that bullshit is my partner, because she's also my slave, and I'll beat that booty. With love, of course,
Zuri,
not
what
to
was
hurt,
that face?
not to hurt, not to hurt. But I will give it some good spankings, out of fun and love. But my whole thing is, all jokes aside, nobody's entitled to anything, man, woman, or in between. When you come into these parties, stop thinking these parties as transactional sex. That's not what they are. These parties are meant to be social gatherings with like-minded individuals who are also on a similar time and interest as yourself. And if you find somebody to engage with, then you can carry on and proceed to the next process. If that doesn't happen, then sorry for your luck. Maybe next time.
Okay.
I can answer the question.
Yes.
So in terms of the restaurant, I would just equate that to sex work. You're going to pay for whatever services this individual has to offer you, and you're going to get what's on her menu or their menu, whatever the case may be.
That's what Joey just said.
Yeah. A lifestyle experience, you're paying for an atmosphere where optimal opportunities can present itself if you are them. Okay? That's it. Like, you're paying for a space where there's opportunity in front of you if you move accordingly.
What the hell?
A dildo? A wand? I'm like,
See,
Mike.
I'm random as fuck because you understand my ADD be spinning. I'm listening to everything y'all saying, but at the same time, I was thinking about something else. And I just want y'all to carry on with y'all thing because this is about the next topic. But go on.
We're going to get banned from YouTube and Facebook.
This is not a dildo.
It's a wand.
It is a massaging device. Massaging devices are not illegal.
I'm so glad you're here, Zuri.
Carry on, no, please do carry on, Zuri. You spend some game, man. Come on, let's go.
Why are you playing with her toy?
Because I could do that. Because I want to show you something.
Just make sure.
I have another one just like this that I recently purchased.
Oh my gosh.
And that one is one that I'm going to use when I do my massage sessions. I've practiced with that a little bit, and I've had a lot of great success and reviews. So I'm gonna do some more. But that's just me marketing a little something. Zuri, you want me to hook something up? I'll be happy to bring my table and just do it for the love, just to let people see what I be doing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down for that as long as you call them body rubs and not massages, because you're not going to get me sued.
Body rubs is all that I offer, baby.
Because
I just said this is a personal massage.
You said for your massage sessions.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good point. But when you're promoting it, we will say body rub. But anyway.
So how do we get the promoters and the hosts and hostesses on one accord? Do we think it's possible? Last week, one of the big things is like a lot of people have events on the same day and like, pricing and all that. So how do we get people to be on one accord? What does that look like?
Honestly speaking, it's definitely hard. They've tried for years. It's never ending. It's so many group chats of promoters, WhatsApp, Facebook, like they all exist. But honestly, one, I feel like they're so like with hotels, how they have like you can have like the medal or the medallion because you set a certain standard and you meet those marks. Like I feel like until there's a standard of what a party or experience is supposed to have and everybody meets those standards, then now why aren't we just doing them all in the same spaces? Like we all feed off the same fucking people anyway. We have venues in Manhattan that could fit 400 people if we really wanted to. We just got to put our money together, but nobody wants to do it. Like that and then I get it that like there's scenarios that like why reinvent the wheel where you don't have to, but then in my case it's like I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon when my wheel is turning. So it's like, how do we do it as opposed to the one way that they said before was like having a rolling calendar and everybody put in their events. That was smart, but like people still randomly say like, you know what, fuck it, it's boring today, let me do a party. Meanwhile, they didn't know somebody else had a party already planned. Like I think it's just, it's overpopulated, it's oversaturated.
And I would say another part is too, and this is just something that I find can be problematic at times, is people got to get their business right too. Because like I promote events too, but I do vanilla shit. I don't even want parts of this damn LS promoting shit because I ain't got time to be sitting in nobody's house waiting for them to come home. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is that to avoid that kind of drama.
What do you mean by that?
I said what I said.
I know,
That's all I'm saying.
I understand it.
What I'm saying is if my paper ain't on time or before time, you're going to find me in your time waiting for you to show up. And you don't want that. You don't want to see that version of Max. Trust me, you don't want to see that version of me. Because that's a different nigga. But that nigga will show up if his money ain't in his pocket. That's just how that works. And my thing is that also people got to really get these contracts right. Like me,
People
I'm a kind of nigga.
Contracts. You could give them a good contract and niggas still don't know how to do good business.
No, that's a fact. But the good part about that is that now you got that accountability. So if they want to play around, listen, this is how niggas get sued, and then we going to take double what we was going to take before because now you wanted to renege on the contract. A lot of people just do handshake and verbal deals, and then then you get fucked. You can't even really come for them like that without someone. You got to go through a lot more burden of proof. When you got that shit on paper, I don't care if it's my sister. I got that shit in black and fucking white. You understand what I'm saying? Because that shit makes life a hell of a lot better when you put that shit on fucking paper. That's just my personal opinion. But, you know, everybody has their own method as to how they do it. But I feel like if you get that business right, you get that money right, then everything else kind of falls in line. Personally, that's just my little 2 cents on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Zuri, how do you decide who to collaborate with or who not to?
You really want me to answer that?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I
Because
really
at
don't.
this stage, like, you know, like, so just like for more background, because at this stage in my LS journey, I'm very intentional and particular about events that I go to, about hosts and hostesses, and, you know, like if there's a collaboration or even potential for a collaboration, I'm like, I might not make that. Right. So how do you decide?
So I really don't do it anymore.
You
I
don't
try.
collaborate anymore.
I don't, because it's like I'm very big. I'm a numbers person. Why collaborate if what we're doing I was doing already? So if we're not doubling what we're doing, it doesn't really like wait till me and Lola get together. We gonna do some shit. But
Okay.
outside of like other things, like I did a travel trip with another host. His attitude just wasn't meshing with how I cater to my people, and it's like certain things. So that was a dub. I'm more so of a I just stay in my lane kind of thing because I do everything. So I do the kink, I do the BDSM, I do the swinger stuff. I do just the kickbacks. Like, so what are you bringing?
Mm-hmm.
What are you adding to make it make sense for me to say, okay, let's do this?
Mm-hmm.
I personally, from my experience in promoting, because I mean, promoting is promoting, whether it's vanilla or otherwise. I like when people have different demographics, like people that are literally eating off the same people. A collaboration is only going to go but so far because there's a lot of overlap. But let's say you get somebody from this sect or from these group of people, they have their own whole crowd that's totally different from this crowd, and then you bring those two crowds together. That's when the collabs start to make more sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, speaking of events, I just want to mention a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Because you got this thing here. I couldn't. I wanted to steal the video, but I didn't want to hold time up with that, so I just put the screenshot up with the taboo class. So you
Oh,
want to talk about that real quick? Cause you up here, you know what I'm saying? You gotta push your shit.
So I do taboo. I call it the adult playground because I have everything that you can possibly be interested in. I have kink
Mhm.
stations. I'll have somebody doing rope ties and suspension. We'll have open bar. We'll have food and multiple play spaces. It'll be in Manhattan on September 27th, and we open to couples and singles, and we turn up.
That's
okay.
lit. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
So
All
is
right.
this like a course or is it like an event?
No, it's a play party.
Okay.
I
So
ain't gonna front when I saw it. I thought y'all was teaching something on that
Me
motherfucker. I was
too. That's what I thought.
yeah, I
like,
just like the
Okay.
asses. I like ass.
I was like, them girls was getting it though, man. I don't know who them girls was. You could tell them I said what up though. You know what I'm saying? Because they was moving on there. What about the
So,
joint you do on the Wednesdays?
so Wednesday, which is tomorrow, I host at a bar and lounge in the Bronx on Jerome Avenue. So it's just 8 to 1. We have games. We could do karaoke if we want to. Meet and greet. So I have it on FetLife and all my different socials, SDC. So some people actually come out and they come and meet new people and they eat dinner, have drinks, and just vibe out.
That's
Nothing
dope.
pressure. So like
And
get
what
back
about
week
this?
to week. Say that again.
I got a question about this one because this name is crazy. Your Munchie Monday joints is like, what's up with the Munchie Monday? Because that shit
Yeah.
Those are lit.
is.
So outside of doing the LL stuff, I have a 420 brand. It's called NY Corner Bros. So with the Munchie Mondays, I have vendors and we'll have weed tables set up. You can buy whatever you need, all the type of supplies you can get. We have edibles and all of that. And then there's food. So you get the munchies after you smoke. So it's Munchie Mondays. And it's the same concept. We do karaoke, we do games. They have food and good music. So
Okay. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, man. This is the shit that I love the most about this is that there's so many opportunities to get familiar. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times that's one of the things that a lot of people struggle with. You know what I
mhm.
mean? Like you said, you got weirdo in the corner. He's sitting there yanking because he don't know how to talk to nobody. At least you go to these spots, you might get familiar with a couple of people, get cool with a couple of people, do a little flirting, blah 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 blah. You can see him at the next joint, boom bang bow. Now you in there like swimwear. You understand what I'm saying? And these are things, these are opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, for you to unweird yourselves a little bit. Come outside sometimes. Come
Yeah,
outside.
just real regular. Like sometimes we genuinely just want to go to happy hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's beautiful because that's like a little after work joint. You could come
Yeah.
there, just chill for a few hours. Go from like 8 to 11, you know what I'm saying? Get your little bedtime. Just keep your drinking light. They got 2-for-1 specials and shit. So you could spend very minimal money, come
Mhm.
outside, see some nice TNA, because that's all I'm mentioning TNA because I don't give a fuck about the nigga. But, you know, see some nice TNA. And then, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you bad shit. You might slide off that night with something. I've heard some stories. You know what I'm saying? But
Discord helps with that too. So like the group chat that I have, like even yesterday, I feel like it was like 6 of them from the group chat just said, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna go to Munchie Mondays. And then we ended up at the strip club after.
That
Bro.
sounds fun.
I ain't been in a strip club in a while long, but
Yeah, strip clubs suck. But
I don't know. I mean, in strip clubs, I just be like, eh. I used to go there back in the days when I modeled because I would support like a lot of eye candy models were also stripping,
mhm.
so I would go there just to support them or whatever. It was cute, but I don't know. I got over that shit. It's like I'm giving you money just to shake something in my face I could see on a regular. Kind of this, I don't know. But I ain't knocking the hustle though. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your thing, get your money, girls. There's plenty of people love to be in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got one more thing for you before we land the plane on this one.
I got two
Um,
more things.
no, you know what, Nova? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You go ahead and drop your bombs, baby.
I like the way you said that, Max. So my one question is, how do people know what events to avoid? What hosts or hostesses to avoid?
I I feel like they should just ask questions. Like it even so I say it to people all the time, like every good swinger has good swinging friends. Like even that, like I feel like it should be more of like tell a friend to tell a friend, like bringing your people into it versus just random people trying to find it, but whatever. But I think just asking questions. I feel like a lot of people just search and they just go. And meanwhile, a lot of people have a lot of experience, maybe not knowledge, but some of them have been to some of these places. Like even parties that or people that just genuinely don't deal with me or whatever the case may be. If you ask me genuine questions, I'm gonna be honest about it. Like there's no hate in my blood. So like if this is like if I have people in my Discord and they ask me what's going on tonight and I don't have anything going on, I'm gonna put them on to what's going on. Like I'm not gonna do that because that's doing a disservice to my people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the next one you got, Nova?
My next question, I forgot, so I'm gonna try and make it up on the spot. Is what do you do? What do you do when when you encounter like a safety concern at your events?
Everything stops. I am the loudest fucking in the. I'm loud. Okay, if something is going wrong, every person that's on my staff is like, "What the fuck happened?" and they're coming or whatever. Like, there's certain things that like you know how not to make it hot. Like there was this one. So I used to do open bar, like completely top shelf, straight liquor, whatever you wanted. But then I realized that wasn't safe. So now it's open bar, but it's mixed cocktails. So it's rum punch, margaritas, and Henny punch. They can still get.
You got the tequila joints too. Don't forget them joints. You got the tequila joints too.
That's the margarita.
Oh, that's the margarita. My bad.
So, like, homeboy got so drunk that he literally. So and when it's in houses, like we don't have cubbies like how they had in Temptations and lockers or whatever. So our stuff is just in corners, in crevices or whatever. And this guy got so drunk that he just turned around in the corner and pissed in the corner.
What the fuck?
On somebody's bag. And then that became something that like the security had to break up that and bring them out. He still fought him outside, but it didn't happen in the party.
Wow.
Yes.
See, this is goofy, and that's another thing too. See, and this goes to again.
This is hard.
I keep talking about this safety committee shit, but the reason why I keep bringing this shit up is because these are things that are going to be collected, and like I said, I'm definitely looking to because I'm going to launch it officially as far as like for everybody to see the whole database and everything. That's going to be at the beginning of the year because I want to start the year fresh. But right now it's just about getting all the promoters to come in line with this because this database is going to be universal. So we have somebody that does some stupid shit like that, then they can be put on this list so that every single promoter can fucking see, okay, ABC123 did this at this event, blah, 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 blah. And depending on the level of what it is, you can either use discretion as if you want to give him a chance or if you want to be like, nah, this nigga's dead. We ain't fucking with it.
I was about to say too, like if that's something that you choose to do, you also have to incorporate like ways to not revive himself, but like to
redeem.
Yeah, redemption can come. That's why you have like levels. It depends on what you do. Like if you R-word somebody,
no.
the redemption ain't coming. You out. You understand what I'm saying? But if you do something, that too. But my thing is if you do something maybe just a little goofy, like I said, it's all just mentioned so that people have knowledge that this thing happened. Like if you know somebody maybe they're cool until they drink too much, then that's a person when you redline them and you say, listen, you holler at the bartender, whoever's managing the drinks, but listen, this nigga only get but so many drinks, blah blah blah. That's it. And you handle it that way. Like there's ways you can manage it if you still want to give somebody a chance.
Why do I have to babysit you like that?
Nah, I mean you shouldn't have to. But my point is that it gives people a chance. Like if maybe they just had a bad night, then they can still be like, all right, listen, I heard what y'all said. I'm gonna do better. Blah blah blah. And then the next 5 times they come out, they're perfectly fine.
Probation.
Right.
Probation, LS probation.
Nah, but I mean, this
and you
shit,
gotta come with a date because now your date is your accountability partner.
But listen, the lifestyle is a privilege, not a right. So you need to treat it as such. And if you fuck around, that's the kind of shit that's gonna happen. If you're gonna fuck up like that, like come outside, drink responsibly. If you feel you got to get zooted and drunk out your ass just to have fun, then maybe you don't need to come out. Just do that shit in your house, invite a shorty over or a dude over, and y'all could be as reckless as y'all want to be in your own shit. But if you're gonna come outside, have some decorum.
Hey,
that's it.
Real quick? It blows mine when a guy sits here, or even a couple for that matter, sits here and complains about $150, $175, or even $200 when they can't pick up somebody at the bar and pay for a short stay and give them enough drinks and it be the same amount of money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like there's nowhere that a single guy can go somewhere for $150, get open bar, and have the opportunity to get his dick sucked 3 times.
Oh,
I want to see it.
Ask Alex. He's seen it. I've helped people do it.
So what? We not cool, Z? Like what up though? You know what I'm saying? I'll go for 3.
Are you coming to be the body rub specialist, or you want to come get your dick sucked? Which one?
Oh,
no. If I'm doing body rub specialist shit, then obviously I'm not on the timing for the other thing. But other than that, if I'm just coming to hang out, then and that's it. And we ain't got to talk about nothing else on that. You know, so Z, what else you got going on? You got anything else you want to talk about before we land this plane?
Yeah, let's talk about my travel trips.
Yes, let's talk about you going to Japan. I saw your travel trip.
Yo, Z, you didn't send me that, yo.
You were supposed to do your research on me.
I did, but it's not on your page. I went on your IG with stealing shit like that.
My page. Remember, I had another page. I lost that, but
oh shit, that's why it's not there. All right, because I remember, but we'll talk about it. We'll get it up.
So, I'm at a point that like lifestyle parties are cool. I don't have my own personal play partner, so they're dead not that fun for me, and I want to see the world. So I feel like there's so many other people that are at that same point or even have their partners and they want to travel. And how many people go on trips like vanilla with their vanilla people and don't get no pussy on trips? Like, so I've created that it's a group of like-minded individuals and we just bounce around and seeing places. So we've been to Costa Rica. We went to Colombia twice. We did DR, Jamaica, and then we're about to go to Jamaica and finally do Hito for the first time because everybody's making it seem like I have to go to Hito. But I think
You've never been to Hito?
I've never been to Hito. So this is going to be my first time for Halloween. But I feel like I could create Hito wherever I go if I have enough people with me.
Ooh, talk your shit.
So like even that, like I think, okay, so let me not say I don't want to collab with people. I want to collab with people where it makes sense. I want to collab with people that bring more people out the country. into bigger events. I don't want to collaborate on monthly events. Like that's just stupid. I feel like one, we get tired of seeing and fucking the same people within our own groups. So if now we have 4 groups from all different parts of the fucking United States coming to one international destination and taking over a location, and that being our own Hito, like we can make up the fucking rules once we pay the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
that's my goal for next summer, but I'm still working on it. But I want to go see Hito. I know everybody makes it seem like it's the best thing in the world, but like, how many times do you want to go to Jamaica? And how many times do you want to spend all this money and the hotel is not even a 4-star?
I'm so tired of Jamaica. I was tired of Jamaica and I never even been to Hito. How about that?
Max, it was fun. I had my first experience this year. I had an amazing time. It was beautiful. The resort, though, like as someone who travels, I travel a lot. It was like
shitty.
Like I've never been out of the country at an all-inclusive and it wasn't an open bar in my room. Like I've never.
Yeah, like they give you a bottle or a set of bottles that you could.
Yeah, not at Hito, right? Unless you like pay for like this.
You had to pre-order it.
I got questions. Hold on. I got questions. Because this is my thing. The most I ever did, because I was in Jamaica for Jamaica Carnival. I was in Jamaica for some other things. And my whole thing is that I slid by Hito on some cool like day pass shit, but my peoples that I went with, the locals, so they knew the niggas that was working there. So we kind of just rolled up in there and looked around. I mean, the shit looked basic to me. It looks like an alright spot, but I mean, I didn't really fuck around in there. I just kind of peeped it and was like, all right, I mean, this is cool. This is what everybody be talking about. All right. I was like, shit, I'd rather go to fucking Moon Palace. There's a Moon Palace in Jamaica. I got an account with them niggas. That shit is lit. Top shelf liquor, got top shelf bottles in my room. Whatever
Right.
I could turn my shit into a whorehouse. They give me presidential suites when I go down there. So I ain't gotta fucking, and I paid that shit off already. So I got like, I got time I could use there and don't have to pay that much. And these are 5 diamond hotels. And going from that to seeing some basic ass shit with a basic bed, you know what I'm saying? I'm a tall nigga. I got lower back issues. I ain't got time to be fucking around on somebody's basic ass bed. Listen, I was in this one spot. I'm fucking this girl on the bed. All you hear is this shit banging into the wall because I'm strong ass nigga. And you hear this shit boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, I'm barely thrusting this chick and I'm fucking slamming the bed into the wall. I'm like, what kind of bootleg? I'm like, and when I go to a hotel, especially if I'm spending over a G, I expect there to be a fucking jacuzzi in my room because, like I said, when I go to Moon Palace Resort, I always have one. Like, it's automatically in there. I'm sitting in there like fucking Hakeem. We coming to America, watching TV in the damn hot tub. What you said?
You barely but could fit in it.
No, I could fit in that shit. I could fit in that shit. No, they don't give you baby hot tub. It ain't like the little looping spots, whatever they got in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I could fit in this shit. Like this shit is nice.
No.
Max is a mess. Max, is that Diamond Resort transferable to a friend?
I mean, I could make some things happen. You know what I'm saying? I could probably set some things up because I'll be having some extra days. I don't even use it that much on that because I could use it all over I could use it on things outside of just the resorts too. It's a whole thing. But I talk about that outside. But anyway,
the next that we have up is
hold on. But this Hito thing, what is this with this bottle shit now? I thought the liquor was free.
When are you going?
So
I don't know yet.
Wait,
no, I want to know so I can decide if I want to go.
So they say if you get a premium room, then like bottles are included and room services included, which is way too expensive for Hito. And so really what people were doing, because this was my first trip this year, and what people did, and I didn't know why they were doing it because it was my first trip to Hito. They were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a bottle at the airport before I get there. And I'm like, why are people getting bottles at the airport? And then when I got there, I was like, oh, they also don't have water in your room unless you get like a premium room. There's like water stations.
Really? This is why I have not cared to go to fucking Hito. Okay,
It's like a water fountain every
See,
like.
me and you were talking the same shit.
so I have to bring my mug. I have to bring my water jug.
So they give you a little water bottle when you.
Oh,
get
come
there.
on. We rationing the water?
So, so it's a little tacky. It's a little.
Hold on. How much is this shit on average?
I paid like
$2,000.
$4,300.
For how many days?
7 days.
For
How
one
much?
room?
It was like $4,300, but okay, so I think it was like $4,300, $4,300, and that included the 7 days, the catamaran, round trip transportation. It included.
You could have just came with me.
Listen, I didn't know, Zuri. I didn't know. So then, so I'm like, so like I said, it wasn't until I got there that it was like, CJ's
$500 a night and no water goes crazy.
Yo, that is fucking crazy. Yo, I wasn't frozen. I'm literally sitting here like this because I'm waiting to hear. Because I'm about to tell, I'm going to bust your head with something right now.
I'm glad I'm
Now,
insight now, though.
listen. Now, Uber Soca Cruise goes for 10 days. Well, I think about 8 days, whatever. Anyway, the whole shit has multiple artists. Like, I don't even know, like 45, 50 parties. I have a fuck many parties. And they're giving us liquor and food. No. But I'm just talking about money-wise. For all the shit that I'm getting, that shit, and I got a decent room. And that shit is like fucking $3,600 or some shit like that. And Hito is more than that.
Listen, and so the next time I'm going with Lola and the Dream Team, and I decided to just do like the 5-day, and support Lola Loca because she's dope, and so I'm only doing the 5-day because literally the 5-day is like 2,500, something like that, and then the 7-day would be like 40 something. So doing the 5-day.
Why is the 7-day jumping up like fucking $1,500?
It's like $500. I don't listen.
I think it's like $550 a night.
When you add all this stuff, right? And so
I'm looking around to see where they got me fucked up at.
No, and this is why it bothers me when people try to tell me like, "Yo, Zuri, your head cracking." No, y'all pay this already and don't get what I'm giving y'all. Like this shit don't make no fucking sense.
I mean, and it also costs me it costs me more because I go by myself and I pay like I'm in my own room. Like I don't have a roommate. It would be cheaper if I had like a roommate. It would also be cheaper if I stay like on the prude side. I prefer that if I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay on the nude side. I'm gonna have the ocean view, whatever. But yeah, I don't do roommates. I like
even without a roommate, like 1750 is still, but not 1750. 1450 is like still popping my skull. Like
not too much on me in the chat, y'all. Not too much on me in the chat.
So it was $4,800 for a single room, and we're doing 3 days at Hito. And then we're transferring to another hotel in Moe that all of us have swim outs for the next 5 days. And then we're going to do a boat party. We're going to go to the club, the strip club, and a river, a waterfall kind of thing. And that's like, I feel like people pay so much that you feel like you shouldn't leave the property. Like we came to Jamaica to go see Jamaica. We could fuck anywhere. I can make y'all fuck at the waterfalls.
Hold on. Exactly, CJ Wild, she said even Motel 6 gives you water,
No, it's water.
This shit is wild.
Water, and then they were like, "Oh, there's a water station," and so you go out, and like my room was like near the water station, so you go out, and it's like a fountain, and like you have to like. So I had to alternate because you're drinking a lot. So I was like, it was.
So
with you on a trip, I
the
promise.
definition of cup water.
Like you're on an island surrounded by water, and niggas is rationing the water is crazy to me. What the fuck is we doing right now?
At least the water is not running your belly though, so you got to be thankful.
Listen. They can fucking purify that shit. God damn it, that's all they
But
do anyway.
that's also why, like, if you're part of the Black Hedonism group, that's also why people debate booking with the resort versus booking with a group, because they're like, why am I paying these prices? Like Joy was saying, there's lots, like, it's much cheaper if you don't go with a group, but you also, as melanated people, you risk it being really like dull and not melanated.
Yeah.
So they say you pay for the experience, you help because you're helping with the DJ costs, and like when they add their promoters, like that covers their room, and like all that stuff. So
I mean, plus they gotta make a profit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to come out there and don't make a profit and not even beneficial to do it? I ain't mad at the markup because the markup covers the extra little shit that they're doing, assuming that they got shit going on.
Yeah, I had a dope time. Like I had a dope time. There was different themes from the resort. Like the people were dope. Like the energy. Like I had a beautiful time. Like my experience, I would rate it like a 8 out of 10.
But you didn't have water.
I know.
Oh my god! That water thing is really fucking with me, man. Because if I'm drinking liquor, I need some. Hold up. So again, with these, I just want to understand how this bottle shit work. So you mean to tell me that they rationing my liquor on a resort that has a comma in it when I pay for this nigga?
All right,
So you get like a bottle like this.
They give you an empty bottle. It's not even a bottle.
They give you
yo.
They give you a bottle like this that has a Hito symbol on it, and they're like, "Welcome to Hito."
Nah, this shit is fucking wild, man. Like, I can't do it, man. I really can't. I can't. Like,
I think the last thing that I want to talk about before I get out of here, because I actually
go ahead, Zuri. Before you do that, I just want to say this right publicly. I want to say this. After the situation that I experienced in April, Zuri, you came out as such a strong, solid, safe space. And I appreciate you. I'm so grateful. I think I had only met you once.
Yeah.
And the fact that you stood 10 toes down for a stranger and you were like, I don't care what anybody has to say. I see the comments, F your comments, F your opinion. That meant so much to me. Like, I can't, like, I told my therapist about you. For the experience that I had, the kind of support that I had was exactly what I would need following something like that. And so I just want to publicly thank you, give you your flowers, shout you out, because like I said, I'm very intentional about the spaces that I'm going to. Mm-hmm. And you are definitely a solid, safe space, and I appreciate that. And so keep doing what you're doing. I support you 1,000%. I am looking forward to spending time in one of the spaces you create, more spaces that you create. I'm trying to be fiscally responsible, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. But I just wanted to give you your flowers and shout you out because you are a dope female, and I appreciate you. And I am so grateful for how you stood up for me without even knowing me. And thank you for that.
You're welcome. And I do it.
Let's give her a round of applause for that. A round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is that this is what it's all about. End of the day, there's all these different things, different aspects. There's different groups, different flavors, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls that I see at Zuri's events is different than the girls I see going to somebody else's events and so on and so forth, which is why I like to mix and match and mix my things up a bit. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, it's about us all acting like we are really one community and that we are supporting each other. Because end of the day, all of us are doing this together. We're all exposing ourselves. I got my pants down on, my clothes off. I'm exposed. I would like to know that somebody got my back, no homo. I don't got that time. But you understand what I'm saying? And we all got each other's back. You like even if somebody else's wife is getting whatever and he's busy over here, I'm gonna get his back. Or if dude's got some crazy shit going on, I'm gonna look out. Whoever it is, vice versa. And we all gotta have that mentality. We all gotta be vigilant in making sure that nobody is felt to be unsafe or alone, and that this is not a safe space. Because without that, we don't need this other shit to continue.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You got anything to drop on this before we sing the goodbye song?
Yes.
Yes, Zuri.
Exotica, baby.
Exotica!
Wait, let's talk about it real quick because I got it right motherfucking here. See, I was partially prepared. I got it right here somewhere. Bam, right there. Talk about it.
Ooh.
October 24th to October 26th, we have a hotel that we are taking over a floor, and we are going to turn up after Exotica.
So you're doing like a floor crawl type situation?
Yeah.
Can you tell us more details? We need more details.
So the Friday night is all girls free. So all the ladies are absolutely free, and the guys, they have their pricing, but it's masquerade. So I've realized that some people genuinely don't like really feel that comfortable yet. So the mask makes them be whoever they want to be for the night. So it'll be a masquerade ball. And then the Saturday night, I focus more on the kink. So I let the different rooms be focused on different types of aspect of the kink and BDSM lifestyle. So
are there costumes?
Yeah. So Saturday we encourage costumes on like cosplay or dress up or whatever.
That's dope. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it's all about, baby. Y'all got options in these streets. You go where you go. You fuck with what you fuck with, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and you said that's going to be in Edison, New Jersey, correct?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So in Jersey Squad, wherever the fuck you at, you feel like fucking with it, you was going to Exotica anyway, there you go. You got something to roll to. If that's not your flavor, there's other things going on, and that's all cool. Right now, you know, it's about Zuri, so we doing the Zuri things right now. You know what I'm saying? But understand what this social experiment thing is all about is this is neutral territory. So everybody comes here. Everybody gets love here. Don't start Nova. We ain't got time for that.
Okay.
Everybody gets love here until they do something that stank. Then we're going to be like, fuck them niggas. But then, you know, end of the day, we just want everybody to be successful and everybody to have a good and safe time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to shut this down. Ladies, anything Nova, you want to say something? And then I'm gonna hit the button on this.
What I said to Zuri was the only thing that was really heavy on my heart. I appreciate you. I'm grateful that we have these conversations. I want people to be intentional about the spaces that you find yourselves in so that you can have the best experience ever.
Zuri, you got a final thought?
If you don't follow me on social media, you can follow me at
tell me on social media real quick.
That's what I was about to. You talk too much.
That's a fact.
So on Instagram is at Naughty_NYTES NYC. So you can follow me there.
Okay.
Until they do.
Okay, and I think I have that in my clipboard, so I'm gonna share that in the chat real quick right here so y'all can follow the IG and do what y'all do. Blase blah. I think this is your Naughty Nytes one right here. So I'm gonna just put that up. Bam, it's gonna come up, you know, up there it goes. It's showing up on YouTube and Facebook. So y'all can give her a little follow and keep up with what's going on.
I follow back, yeah.
Yes, give us a follow to the social experiment. If you don't know how to spell that, Maximus and Nova, you can follow us and we'll show you how to follow the social experiment.
Yes, because I, of course, don't have that in the damn clipboard this very second.
Okay.
But anyway, we appreciate y'all for coming out, Nova. I love seeing your smiling face, Zuri. Thank you again for coming out. All right, that's enough of that. That's giving me memories of some other thing. But anyway,
What about?
anyway, y'all be safe, Zuri. Thank you for coming on. I'll
Thank
see you next week, Nova. Y'all make sure to like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you. We need more subs on the YouTube page. Stop acting light skin. Go support the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We
guys.
need y'all motherfuckers there. That's it. Anyway, we holla. Peace out.